To give Obama credit, the withdrawal from Iraq is a campaign promise that he kept. But he's escalated the war in Afghanistan by adding 30,000 troops. He passed health care reform, but in my opinion, Obama gave in to Republicans on many of the important details. Point one, there's no public option. Point two, we're not even allowed to negotiate with drug companies. And the president took out the provision on allowing immigrants to buy insurance. This after Congressman Joe Wilson had this outburst during the president's major health care speech before Congress.
The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally.
Well, they gave in to Wilson, and they gave him exactly what he wanted a week after that "you lie" outburst. Obama also passed financial reform, though, but the big banks are still too big to fail. They can still do derivatives trading, and the bill is riddled with loopholes that Republicans insisted on. Obama has also famously caved into conservatives by firing Van Jones, defunding Acorn, then briefly firing and rehiring Sherrod. This leads to the question of whether he's really delivered on his promise of change or whether he's just been too weak. This leads to my big question: would Obama have been better served if he'd actually taken on the Republicans and made his case rather than running from almost every fight in the name of bipartisanship? Neera Tanden is the CEO of the Center for American Progress. She's also former policy director for then-Senator Hillary Clinton's campaign. Peter Slutsky is a liberal blogger and co-founder of doublespeak.com. So, Neera, let me go to you here. We've got Obama firing Van Jones when conservative media yelled boo. The defunding of Acorn, which was atrocious. Based on doctored videotape. Based on doctored videotape, they fired Shirley Sherrod in an absolute panic. Are you going to tell me that Obama's been tough enough on conservative media?
Well, I think that what happened to Shirley Sherrod was a horrible mistake and shouldn't have happened. The president has said that himself. He said that last Thursday, that it was a mistake and it shouldn't have happened. So I think all of us can say that there is a little bit of a panic over right-wing media, and it's important to push back. I mean, here was a case where, she's really a civil rights hero and exactly the opposite of what she was attacked for. And so I think it's something where, liberals should spend time attacking Andrew Breitbart and making sure no media outlet ever uses him again. That's how we should spend our time going forward.
All right. Well, Sarah Palin also took on the president today, questioning his manhood. I want to show you that clip here.
Jan Brewer has the cojones that our president does not have to look out for all Americans, not just Arizonans, but all Americans in this desire of ours to secure our borders and allow legal immigration to help build this country, as was the purpose of immigration laws.
All right, there's a certain irony of the use of the word cojones there. But Peter, does the president not have enough cojones? Because look, when Republicans say, hey, you know what, I'm going to attack you, Joe Wilson, conservative media, whatever it is, instead of Obama saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to fight back, we seem to get a lot of, oh, can I meet you halfway? Right. So is Sarah Palin right?
No, she's not right. I mean, I agree with you, Cenk. I mean, it's been maybe beneath the office of the president for Obama to be calling out, specific bloggers on the right who make noise or who lie. But it's absolutely not below the White House. That's their job, is to set the record straight. And
look, when Anita Dunn was leaving as the communications director, she dipped her toe in and taking Fox on. It's only because she was going out the door, and this is my opinion. And then after they good enough. Now, who else do we need to fire? I think he's got to get 10 times, 100 times tougher. Well, that's me. Neera Tanden and Peter Slutsky, thank you both so much for a really interesting conversation.